President Obama is in Japan right now. He'll join his counterparts in a few hours for a summit of the Group of 7 industrialized nations. There has been a lot of talk about apologies ahead of the president's visit to Hiroshima Friday. But today, it was a different kind of apology that emphasized the sometimes tense relationship between the World War II foes turned allies. Correspondent Kevin Corke is traveling with the president and reports tonight from Japan.
It was all President Obama could do.
I extended my sincerest condolences and deepest regrets.
The president's apology coming in the wake of a murder of a 20-year-old Japanese woman, allegedly perpetrated by a former U.S. Marine who worked on the cavernous U.S. base at Okinawa, home to more than 50,000 U.S. service personnel.
I think the Japanese people should know how deeply moved we are by what has happened, and our intention to make sure that we're working with the Japanese government to not only prosecute this crime, but to prevent crimes like this from happening again.
The young woman's death brought about renewed demands by locals that the U.S. military leave the island, where previous assaults, including the 1995 rape of a 12-year-old girl, has stoked a bitter resentment that lingers to this very day.
In proceeding with the realignment of the U.S. forces, without truly staying together with the feelings of the people in Okinawa, we will not be able to make progress.
Abe's impassioned rebuke comes just ahead of the G7 summit, where President Obama finds himself trying to strengthen far more than just economic ties with this longtime ally. The Japanese expressing concern about the recent decision to open U.S. arms sales to Vietnam, a move the Chinese said would stoke a regional tinderbox.
The fact that China would perceive that as some sort of provocation to them, I think says more about Chinese attitudes than it says anything about our attitudes.
One person who appears to welcome more weapons equity in the region is GOP presidential frontrunner Donald Trump, who has repeatedly called for NATO allies and other nations who benefit from U.S. force protection like Japan to do more to pay their own way and protect themselves.
I don't want Japan to arm, but it's possible that if they don't pay up, they're going to have to arm, folks, okay? They're going to have to arm.
Brett, it is clear that both governments really want to keep this latest incident that happened over at Okinawa from further fanning the flames of opposition to a proposed relocation of the Marine Air Base from Futenma to a less populated part of the island. In fact, that's been pushed back a great deal since 1995. Locals don't want it there in many cases, and that includes the governor of the island. A very tough draw for the president as he begins work here at the G7, Brett.
Kevin Corke traveling with the president early Thursday morning in Japan. Kevin, thank you.